If you're looking for the cheapest and most reliable Madden 22 coins on the market, check out my sponsor, MMOEXPR.com. Links are in the description, and use code JEDI at checkout for 5% off. Alright, hey there guys, Adorcasa here, aka Jedi95, coming at you guys with another video. And in this video is going to be video 2 for the day. And in this video, we're going to be going over the title update that came out today. Now, can I just say, the title update, I was not expecting for another week. But, hey, it's always good to see a new patch for a game that desperately needs it. So, with that being said, let's go over the title update. So, for today's update, guys, yada yada yada, whatever, let's go over. So, for the key highlights, they talk about the new scouting feature in franchise mode, which is what people have been waiting on for a while. Ranked mode is now in the yard, which is just why? Okay. New gameplay abilities, tuning, and updated pass coverage, NFL authenticity updates. So, yeah, here are the updates for the authenticity crap. Yeah, I mean, if you really do care, there you go. There we go. Moving on. Gameplay updates. New abilities. Alright. New abilities. So, run off elite. Players with this ability will distract defenders longer with their runoffs. Essentially, and also, by the way, on the ball is just the counter to that. Basically, for this, is basically how it works is like, the receiver basically runs off like they're faking a route. Like they're going to fake running a route, and that just keeps the defender distracted for longer. And then on the ball just basically means players with this ability are much likely less to be fooled by that. Which is whatever. Precision kicker. Kickers with this ability can see the entirety of the kicking arc. Why? Like, you really expect me to pay 1 AP for that? No, I'm good. Crusher. Defenders with this ability will cause heavy fatigue penalties when tackling a ball carrier with a hit stick tackle. This ability makes absolutely no sense, but I will discuss it when we get to the AP update. Demoralizer. Defenders with this ability will clear ball carrier's progress towards entering the zone with a hit stick tackle. Okay. And then also Mind Reader X Factor. When activated, defenders can see the offensive player via Coach Cam. This powerful X Factor can only activate once a defensive player possessing the ability gets in the zone by landing 3 successful hit sticks on Sim and Arcade, and 5 on Competitive. You will be able to view your opponent's play art when you bring up the Coach Cam. To knock your players out of the player out of the zone, you will need to gain 30 yards of offense. This X Factor will not be available immediately in Madden Ultimate Team, but will be available in franchise. Why? I don't want to see people, like, I don't want to have people see my play art. That's just, no. God, like, I understand 5 hit sticks. It costs a lot, but, like, no. Plus, we also have, much like Crusher, we also have another ability in this game called Film Study, which is basically this ability, but you don't need to hit 5 hit sticks. The difference between that ability and Mind Reader is Mind Reader, you have to get 5 hit sticks. For Film Study, all you have to do is get the person to activate a specific play 3 times and a half. That is it. So why then? Either then, they're still both completely dumb, in my personal opinion. So why would I want? Who asked for this? Who asked for the ability to see your your opponent's play art? And if you're one of those people, why? Like, I don't know. Anyhow, pass coverage. Let's move on to the meat and potatoes of this video. Pass coverage. Hook zones. Fixed an issue causing the mid-read defender in Tampa 2 to drift to the wrong direction versus trips, leaving the tight end open off the snap. This fix will make sure the mid-read is opening with that vertical by number 3 and carrying it better vertically downfield. Basically, the mid-read was giving up a tight end streak down the seam way too many times, and it made sure that they don't. So, whatever. Curl flat zones. Improve curl flat logic so they will prioritize outside breaking routes instead of shading under verticals. Also improve some logic so curl flats and quarter flats, my apologies, I cannot speak, would chuck out breaking routes, causing them to give up any leverage they had to cover the sideline. Basically, These guys will now prioritize like curl routes, deep post routes that go to like slot posts that go over there, you know, and especially if you set your zone drops properly, maybe you can get to a crossing route. But this just prioritizes those routes and also make sure that they don't give up their leverage on this for the sideline ones. Flat zones. Now this one was probably the most necessary change out of all of these. Improve cloud flat zone logic to better carry vertical routes to protect the fade, and improve their facing direction immediately following the chuck. So basically, cloud flats are better at matching vertical routes and fade routes down the sideline. Cloud flats are much more likely to do that. Fixed an issue, so cover 2 soft squat defenders could shade the receivers in the flat. Basically, soft squats are much better at shading down now, whether it is underneath or outside or inside or over the top. But even then, you know, you would adjust, obviously, because you get the point. And then fixed an issue preventing hard flat defenders from covering inside receivers and tight ends in bunch and close formations, running flat routes and the flat portion of wheel routes. Pardon me. This one was a big change. I'm actually happy to see this one because a lot of people, when they would span bunch, they would just immediately throw it to their flats. They would just immediately be like, snap, throw, and you get like 7 yards. Like, it was just so frustrating because you couldn't stop it. So it's good to see that hard flats are now going to get some attention. It got some attention. Hopefully they stay that way. Man coverage alignment / matchups. Improved man defender logic so man defenders will properly follow and align with their corner where the receiver motions across the formation where the AI team is using the cornerback matchups. So basically, from my knowledge, how it works is like for the cornerback matchups, when basically it just improves the logic for that stuff. I guess I couldn't think of what I'm trying to do here. What I was trying to say. Fix an issue causing man coverage assignments to incorrectly swap when the offense motioned a receiver across the formation. This I have seen. This actually made me annoyed to watch. Because how it works, how the glitch was when you motioned a receiver across. Let's say you motioned your slot receiver over. The slot corner would actually pass off the receiver to another person when they weren't supposed to, when they're not supposed to, because the slot corner is supposed to cover the slot receiver. You don't want a linebacker covering a receiver, right? So that's why they have it that's why it was such a problem, because you would motion over, and if you were playing man, your linebacker would pick up the receiver, and and the receiver would be open 9 times out of 10 because, you know, it's a linebacker on a receiver. So good thing they're fixing that. Dynamic game day, who the fuck cares? Play art. Oh, by the way, they did fix the issue that caused the shook play art to remain on the field, so thank God. Play art. I mean, these are just whatever. QB contains. This was the next one. Tuning QB to contain behavior, so contain defenders will get more depth off the snap, which is nice. Tune in to open up disengage angles to allow contained defenders to anticipate better getting off blocks to more quickly react to the quarterbacks dropping back too far behind the line of scrimmage. Again, nice. Love to see it. Tackling. Fixed a rare issue preventing a quarterback slide from being ruled down. I don't know why this was a thing in the game. You know, I've had this happen to me, I think one time. But yeah. Fixed an issue that could allow a defender to warp off the ground from a diving tackle into a standing wrap tackle. Okay. Some other general fixes they did here. They fixed an issue preventing the blocking running back from picking up an edge rusher and nickel 3-3-5 flipped. Addressed an issue where quarterbacks were able to scramble deep into the opposing to their own backfield at full speed until they found an angle around pass rushers. Basically, how they did it was that quarterbacks will fatigue faster and slow down when they scramble 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will reflect their realistic amount of effort and energy loss. Yeah, whatever. Okay, fuck you, EA, with that one. They also fixed some Deadeye abilities triggering in the wrong situation. That one I don't necessarily know if it was fixed. Fixed a rare issue that could result in offensive pass interference penalty be called after defender would hit stick a receiver while running his route. So basically, you would hit stick a receiver, but your opponent would hit stick your receiver, but your opponent would get called for pass interference. That's been changed. Tuning to incorrect passes to make passes more inaccurate. Tune into incorrect passes to make passes more inaccurate when the quarterback has scrambled 15 yards or more behind the line of scrimmage. Basically, you scramble that far back, you cannot. You're fucked. You're absolutely just fucked. Fix a error sheet that could result in the referee saying the call has been reversed via a challenge, even though the play had not been reversed. Sure. And then you got the franchise stuff, scouting updates. They have a whole deep dive into the scouting update. Pardon me. The franchise stuff, the yard stuff. Yeah, whatever. Various UIs, updates across the mode, and fix an exploit where players were able to exceed the AP limit. And then this is all the current gen stuff. That's basically the same part with a couple of things. Then we'll move on to the AP update. Now, the AP update, I gotta say, I don't like some of these. So for the abilities, for the new abilities requirements, let's just get these out of the way. So here's the runoff elite. Here are the tiers for them. You could stop at any time of the video and record it. So here is these ones. Then we got on the ball here. Then we'll move to precision kicker, crusher, and demoralizer. Again, those are all the requirements. So if you need to stop the video at any time, feel free to do so. Once you've stopped the video, first of all, hi, be sure to remember to like. Second of all, let's talk about the actual AP update itself. So, Inside Deadeye has been now redropped to AP. I don't know about this. Pass lead elite has been increased to 4 AP on scramblers. Something's telling me we're getting another scrambling quarterback this week. Slot apprentice has been increased to 2 AP for route running wide receivers. This one I do not like. I think this was a very stupid change. To be completely honest, this one was not needed whatsoever. Nobody complained about this. Nobody cared about this. If anything, they were happy to see this. But now, because of this change, I actually was forced by my hand to go pick up TJ Hushmanzada. Which, yeah, I was not happy about that. But TJ Hushmanzada, he's in the lineup. I'll talk about him once we get there. When we get to the lineup this Friday. Identifier has been dropped to 1 AP for field generals and 2 AP for improvisers. I think it should just be 1 AP across the board. Honestly, I don't, what's the harm? You're literally just seeing who your opponent's using. That's it? Okay. Anyhow, Gunslinger decreased to 5 AP for improvisers. You guys know where I stand on this one. Roaming Deadeye has been increased to 2 AP for all quarterback archetypes. I think this is still too cheap. It should be 7, 8 AP, much like Inside Deadeye was, or used to be. Used to be, same shit. What am I talking about? Anyhow, Conductor, they increased it to 2 AP for all field general quarterbacks. I've heard some people say that this was something that they needed to change. Do I agree? Probably. So, there you go. Thanks, EA. And then lastly, Scrambler and Improviser quarterbacks now get access to First One Free and Freight Train X Factors. I forgot about this until I got home from work, and I booted up the game to look at Wilson's X Factors, because I was doing some little lineup management, and I saw that. It made me laugh so hard, because I completely forgot who the hell puts a running back X Factor on their quarterback. Don't answer that. RPO glitchers do. So basically, the biggest virgins in the community. Anyhow, that's going to be the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy this. Like I said, this was a 2-video day. So these two videos, derp, will be coming out one after the other. So you'll probably see the first one for the content, and then the second one maybe an hour after that, just to space it out a little bit. But that's gonna be it, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.